Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. A big thank you for joining me on another episode of the Potential Superstars of FM22. So, this is episode number 14, and in the last episode we showed you Jens Cajuste. Starts off as a bit of a rough diamond, and I think he's one that you can polish to your advantage in FM22. And today we have another player who probably fits that mould too. He is Takefusa Kubo. He's a name that's been around in Football Manager for a little while, mainly because he plays for Real Madrid. But in FM22, he actually starts out on loan at Mallorca. So let's have a little look at him. He's a 20-year-old Japanese international, having played 7 times for the national team. He's listed as an attacking midfielder centre, midfielder right, or a striker centre. Real Madrid value him at 13 to 40 million pounds, so not cheap purchase at the start of the game, and he's on a £36,000 per week contract, but only until 2022. So at the end of the first year, if he doesn't sign another contract with Real Madrid, you can swoop in and try and get him on a free transfer. So let's look at his attributes. You can see in terms of technicals, he's set up as pretty much an attacking midfielder with good corners, crossing, 15 for dribbling, finishing of 13, first touch of 15. He has passing of 15 and technique of 15. In his mental attributes, he has anticipation of 15, concentration of 14, decisions of 15, off the ball 14, vision of 15, and teamwork and work rate of 11. In terms of his physicals, he's a little bit lightweight, as you may expect from certain Japanese players. So he has 14 acceleration, 13 agility, 13 balance, pace of 11, and stamina of 11. Strength is only 8, jumping reach of 7, and natural fitness of 10. Standing at only 5'6" and weighing 9 stone 6, you can see that that is the reason behind those weak physicals in certain departments. So looking at his media description, he is an attacking midfielder. Doesn't currently have any player traits, and his preferred foot is his left. So if you look in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that even though he's been in Spain a while, he has become a journeyman. So we're going to jump 5 years into the future and show you what he becomes in Football Manager 22. Before we show you though exactly how he turns out in FM22, if you're at this point of the video and you're enjoying the video, please consider hitting the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. Every click of those buttons helps the channel immensely, and I have really enjoyed the support that I've received from the entire FM community and everybody who has come to the channel across the past few months. If you're one of those people though that have already done that, let's jump forwards and show you what Takefusa Kubo becomes. Here we go then, we have jumped forwards to the 1st of July 2026, 5 years into the future, and you can see that Takefusa Kubo is now a Dortmund player. So he's 25 years old, still only has those 7 caps though, and he's listed as a midfielder, attacking midfielder centre, midfielder, attacking midfielder right, or a striker centre. So Borussia Dortmund value him at £9.6 million to £29 million. He's on £73,000 per week until 2028, so only 2 years on that contract, and he's deemed to be a squad player. So looking at his technicals, you can see that he has started to pad out a little bit in his stats. So he still has corners of 13, crossing 12, dribbling 15, finishing 13, first touch is 16, free kick taking of 13, long shots 12, passing 15, and technique is still 15. His mentals: anticipation of 15, composure of 13, concentration of 14, decisions of 15, flair of 15, off the ball 14, vision of 15, and both teamwork and work rate are still 11. And his physical stats haven't really developed as well as I would have liked them to. So he has acceleration of 14, agility of 14, balance of 14, natural fitness of 11, pace of 11, stamina of 11, and jumping reach is never going to get any better really as a 5'6" central midfielder, so that is only 6, and his strength is still 9. So looking across at his media description, he's still described as an attacking midfielder. His preferred foot is still left, and he has developed a player trait of trying killer balls often. So looking in the bottom corner, you can see that he has played games for Borussia Dortmund. So let's have a little look at the 5 years that we have simmed in game. And you can see starting in the 21-22 season, he plays 36 games with 4 goals, 3 assists and 1 player of the match for Mallorca, getting a 6.89 rating. He then went and played for Real Madrid B and Real Madrid with a combined total of 17 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, and a 6.92 average rating for the first team. The following year, he also played for both the B team and the first team with a combined 9 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, no player of the matches, and a 7.25 average rating for the B team, a 7.04 average rating for the first team. He then moves to Borussia Dortmund for a measly £675,000, and that is an absolute steal because, as you can see by his stats, he will get better and better. So at the end of the 23-24 season, he plays 10 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, no player of the matches, and finished off that season with a 6.89 rating. He then, in 24-25, plays 25 games with 3 goals, 7 assists, 1 player of the match, and a 7.03 average rating. In the 25-26 season, he then plays 26 games, scoring 4 goals with 9 assists, 4 player of the matches, and he finishes with a 7.17 average rating in the Bundesliga. So he's a midfielder who has gained plenty of experience and does seem to be getting better as the game is going along. At the age of 25, probably doesn't have much development left, but I think that in terms of what is there, he could still turn into a world-class player. However, I think he's a player who you can plug into your team if you need a rotation option, as Dortmund see him as a squad player. I think he could plug a gap when you have one. So there we go, another player profile in the bag, and Takefusa Kubo is a player that I think you could sign and use in a squad rotation system. Maybe not the superstar of FM22 we were hoping, given the reputation of his Japanese full international status and Real Madrid player at the start of the game. But certainly if he ends up at a team like Borussia Dortmund and he's getting in their first team, there is obviously something there. So if you plan to sign him and try and get him on the cheap, maybe you could get him on that free transfer at the end of the first season. Let me know down in the comments section below. But this is the time of the video where, again, if you're at this point, you've enjoyed the content, now is the time to please hit the subscribe and like button. Also hit the little bell notification. Coming soon will be my first full series on FM22 as I take over Leeds United. If you want to stay up to date with everything on the channel, that little bell is your key to staying up to date with everything going on here. But for this episode, I'm going to wrap it up. A big thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode of the potential superstars of FM22.